Genesis chapter 1, conclusion and hypothesis. Imagine they are a bunch of aliens, or should I say alien fleet. They escaped from their previous civilization and across the galaxy, plural galaxies. And I don't know what kind of technology they use. They maybe through the wormhole, maybe not. Most likely, maybe came to this place and found out that there is a abyss, deep abyss, and the deep abyss. Then, after they do analysis, they decided to rebuild a faraway hometown. In order for them to build a hometown, also to populate themselves, they need a safe environment. So they build up expanse. The expanse, it's not like our understanding of the space. Probably even the Milky Galaxy is the cover, the camouflage for that. And because deep space full of high radiation and the temperature, those things could kill almost all creatures. That would be a perfect cover for them. And they use all the meteors, all those bad space environment to hide Earth, this second hometown they wanted. But in order to make Earth to be a hometown or to fit their need, they need to modify, or they need to test first. So they created their slaves or guinea pigs, us, to see the culture, to see the development, to see how well their behavior adapt with this land, this abyss. And because their time is they have a patience, so time for them doesn't really mean that much. So it might take them million years or even billion years to do the observation. That's what I feel. Why I call the heavens are refugees? Because firstly, plural, heavens, which means they organized the structure. They not came from one civilization, they came from multiple civilization. Secondly, what's the purpose to put the earth within this deeply covered environment? We can see like the earth's position is very interesting. It just like there is no way in any other place in the solar system earth can be existed. It will either crush, it will burn, it will flew away. Also, outside the solar system, there are so bad environment. So from one thought, it's kind of like you put your living space within the dead corner. That's the place people never thought about. They try to hiding something. That's what I feel. What else is God or the heavens? They still have to follow the universe principles, such as frequency, such as temperature, such as space, time, and such as consensus. Those kind of general things they still need to follow. And And also at the very far beginning, water is not the water we have right now. Probably totally different. So what I notice is, firstly, space. The concept of a space is before the concept of time, light. So that matches another hypothesis. Time may be just the variation of the space. There is no such thing really called time. It might just the different variation of a space. What else is we can see is, at the beginning, God or heavens, after their consideration and hoovering, their designing, when they try to change it or they try to modify the Earth's environment, they prefer a brutal method. Brutal means they split everything to half, light and the darkness, and they separate the water, separate the ground, and they use their old method, or what they knew. They use all kinds of stars, the lights, to make a difference. So interestingly, different lights have maybe send different frequency and make different things on the earth. And why they make a day, make a season, make years. Seasons represent the temperature. So temperature does make a difference to the change, to the environment that they want to change. Also, it's very interesting. Notice a couple sequential arrows, or should I say, not sequential arrow. If the Bible stay for true, then those sequential description reflects our modern science are wrong. If we believe modern science, or if the modern science really proves those sequential issues are wrong, which means the Bible is wrong. And for Bible say God never can be wrong, and even it's mistake from a human error, no, that's a fundamental error. And so we need to figure out those these issues. I heard a couple people talk about, actually Bible is a, should I say, plagiarism or copy those Sumer, I don't know, I think the guy was talking about that was a plagiarism or copy some Sumer documents. Could be, but so what? Who cares? Even if it is a milk filled with the orange juice, you still drink milk with orange juice. You still can taste the milk tasting, right? And also that time I doubted it's not necessary plagiarism, because I checked those Latin abecedar, then go to Hebrew, then go to older Sumer culture characters. People, a new culture, they try to develop something above the older things. Their imagination is very limited, so they might flip the character a certain degree, from a vertical to horizontal, from round to triangle, but still has a similarity within it. And that actually in Sitchin, in Zechariah Sitchin, his the Earth Chronic already have the chart table. We can see it. So I care less Bible whether it is a plagiarism from the older document or not. I only try to extract any true element from all those mysterious. And I believe there are milks within those kind of words, and can help us, can point us towards that direction. In here, the first chapter give me some kind of hints. The hint is like I can treat, or we can treat a lot of things just like the procedure what God did to this earth. For example, okay, you basically when you're hovering everything, you observe things kind of like you observe the market. You're not jumping into it. You send agent or you send a survey something. You're not really into it. But when you're really into it, you need a brutal force to chop it, take the chunk you need and belong to you, and you're ready to find out. And also you need to separate the profit and the loss, the cost, and you build all the profit parts. You build up on the ground, right? And you also use the medias or use all kinds of sources, make the water, team, everything, which means that you create create more markets. Then in the company or on the ground, you generate all kinds of small projects, small leads, right? But you still have one general company, for example, Alpha Beta, but as the head. But the rest, Google or whatever, that's the body, that's the fist. So that's the thing, is like it gave me a lot of like hints to see or to design things in future.